Hello, and welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, hello, hi, my name is Taylor. Hit the subscribe button down below and give this video a quick thumbs up. I am so excited to talk about Miss Earth 2023, my favorite queens. I have 10 amazing women on my list out of like 80 something. And they're not like, these are the only 10 that I like. I like a whole bunch more, but I want to talk about my 10 favorite queens. Okay, first on my list for my favorites is Reunion Island. Now, Reunion Island is not really talked about amongst the Miss Earth fandom. She's kind of swept under the rug, and I don't understand why. First of all, she's gorgeous. Like, she's freaking gorgeous. And her advocacy, I think, is really beautiful. It's about deforestation and protecting places like the Amazon rainforest. And I don't think a lot of people think much about deforestation and how it has such a huge impact on our environment and as the world as a whole. Like, that's actually a really big issue. So I do like that that is her advocacy and her main focus. And the fact that she doesn't really get a lot of attention kind of makes me sad. She deserves a little bit more of a spotlight. So she's number one, honestly, on my list of favorite queens for the Miss Earth 2023 in Vietnam. Second on my list, South Africa. Now, if you know this, South Africa was not actually the crowned Miss Earth South Africa. She was actually the first runner-up at that competition. But the organizers and the owners decided to send her instead of the actual winner. For reasons I'm not fully aware of yet, I have a feeling it has something to do with the fact that she is more pageant polished and pageant seasoned. Like, she's been to several other pageants, so they probably thought she'd be best to go forth. I love South Africa, not just because she's a pretty face, but again, her advocacy. South Africa is all about conservation. And I'm like, you know what? I love going to conservation areas, and conservation is, again, another impact, just like deforestation. I love that she's using her voice in regards to that. So shout out to her. Third on my list is Sri Lanka. Oh my God. I was absolutely obsessed with Sri Lanka's national costume. I'm going to post a picture of it first, and then we'll get to her other picture. I was obsessed with her performance. She did trip up a little bit on stage during prelims, but oh my gosh, she's a gorgeous woman, and she knows how to give you facials. If you saw her swimsuit performance, it was twirl, okay? I was obsessed the entire time. Now, Sri Lanka's advocacy is kind of interesting. The eco butterfly effect, if I say that 10 times fast. The awareness of it, that like everything has an impact. Every action we take has a consequence. So I love the idea that she's thinking of like an eco butterfly effect as her advocacy and bringing awareness to it. Like, it's an interesting way to look at the environment, but it's not a wrong way to look at it. Fourth on my list here is Philippines. By the way, this list is not in order of like my favorite to least favorite. This is just the fourth one I wrote down. Philippines. Y'all know I love the Philippines. Y'all know I'm a huge supporter of Filipino queens. Like, they're like one of my favorites next to Colombians, okay? Filipinos, oh my gosh, they know how to pick a queen. And her advocacy is all about education, eco-education. She has I think it's called Earth, is like the acronym of what she's promoting and advocating. I do not know what the acronym stands for. I cannot remember off the top of my head right now, but it was something really inspiring. And I was like, oh my gosh, like she is dangerous with a mic. When she talks, she's dangerous. So like, she's definitely someone to look out for. Fifth on my list, Russia. Now, Russia's advocacy is the preservation of nature in unique places. And I thought that was really beautiful, because I'm like, people don't think about the impact of like when you have tourists go to all these unique, beautiful places, and how them leaving garbage behind and how it impacts the environment. Like, preserving these natural places is actually really important, not only to the beauty of our earth, but the overall aspect of our environment. So I do like her advocacy, and she is a killer on stage. She honestly was one of my favorites for the swimwear competition during prelims. I was like, girl, yes. Next up I have on my list is Malaysia. Listen. Malaysia is not popping up on enough people's top 20 lists, and I am very upset. Extremely upset, very hurt. What I like about Malaysia, other than her beauty, is her advocacy towards not just deforestation, just like Reunion Island, but she also talks about the labor, the human labor issues, you know, the trafficking that occurs in places like deforestation and mining. Malaysia's like, yo, there's some shit going down. This is not just an eco issue, this is a social issue. Like, yes, save the environment, but like, hello, people are literally being like trafficked into illegal human labor. And I'm like, not you bringing two issues at once. Like, girl, Malaysia, girl, I love her. I love her. She's literally one of my favorite queens. We're gonna talk about Colombia. My favorite country for queens. Like, Colombia really, really brings it. They know how to pick a good queen just like the Filipinos do, okay? Now, Colombia's advocacy is simple and not as like amazing as like Malaysia, but it's education on the environment, which again is very important, because if we're not educated, how are we gonna know? Knowledge is power, knowledge is key. So that's her advocacy. It's very simple. She was amazing, amazing, amazing during prelims. So hats off to her. Like, she killed it on that stage. So I really do think she might make top 20. Again, we'll see if she makes my top 20 list. I think you guys know the answer to that already. Next up on my list, Zambia. Out of the African countries, oh my gosh, Zambia brought it during prelims. She left no crumbs. Not a crumb in sight. I was like looking and I'm like, girl, slay. Slay, 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 slay. Now, Zambia does have another interesting and kind of unique advocacy for Miss Earth, and it's eco-farming. And I was like, oh, I didn't really think about farming as like, I know obviously agriculture, the environment, whatnot, but a way to do farming that is not damaging our environment or damaging the soil in the ground. So like, I was actually very interested. Like, her advocacy really made me actually want to look into eco-farming even more. Last on my favorites list, Puerto Rico. Oh my gosh, she is definitely on my list of like top favorites of this Miss Earth 2023. Puerto Rico, first of all, her prelim performance, can we talk about swimwear? Girl, boy, y'all, fantastic. I was jaw on the floor, jaw hitting the floor. I was like, her and Malaysia were just like, what? Like, amazing. Now, when it comes to her advocacy, it's a little on the not so unique side. She talks more about inspiration and transformation. I do kind of get it, but I feel like there could be more to her advocacy. So her winning the crown, I don't know about that, but I definitely see her making like a top 20. She killed it during prelims. She can wow you. She captivates. Like, she's a stunner, okay? But I would like to hear more about her advocacy and what she's really, really trying to promote. I know inspiring people to make changes is really cool, because inspiring change creates transformation. That's nice, but I need something a little bit more specific like other countries have. So other than that, I think she's fabulous. I absolutely love her. I cannot wait to see her in finals tomorrow. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. And I can't wait to share my top 20 list. My top 20 prediction might shock some of you. It's definitely not what people are expecting, but it's definitely a good one. Because I feel like we're going to be surprised a little bit by the judges this year at Miss Earth 2023, but we have like 24 hours till that happens. So until then, just comment down below. Tell me who your favorite queens are this year. You can give me 1 queen. You can give me 10 queens. You can give me 20 queens, as many as you want. Comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I will see you guys in my next video, which will probably come out a few hours after this one. Just a heads up. Don't forget to hit subscribe button down below. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.